Hello everyone, my name is Coureuse, and welcome back to the Incomplete Guide to Starsector, where we left off last time kind of in the middle of a chain of missions that took us from the core worlds out to somewhere around here. Here we go, do more, to check out a mining station, and then to where we are now in Hull, where we took care of a pirate fleet, and now we're going to Gamma Aegea in order to find a bunch of experimental packages possibly being used by Scylla Coureuse, who we were tasked with finding by Provost Baird from the Galatia Academy. So that's what we're going to do. Now, luckily, because this is a Galatia quest, we don't have any kind of timetable, so we can take a minute here to, say, detour over here to this debris field and give it a quick scan. Got some crew, not too shabby. Given that we already lost some crew in that last battle with the pirates, that's not a bad thing. There's something down there. That might be something we got already? I don't know. Let's check out this little world here. Do a survey. It's going to cost us 5. Ooh, extensive ruins. What have we got? Ooh, yeah. Oh my goodness. Treasure galore. So a corrupt nanoforge is one of 2 nanoforge types you can get from exploring that you can put into your heavy industry and orbital works to increase your ship production quality by 20% and increase your output of industry by 1 unit. Pretty good stuff. If you can find a pristine nanoforge, those are the ones you really want, but you don't always get them from exploring. Not every sector, as I understand, has those available, and if they don't, you may need to steal one if you really want one. I think we should go take a real quick look around here. We're getting a ping there. It's not really moving though. We do have some more ruins here though. Let's take a look. Widespread, not too bad. No, I think we're good. Ooh, and a 3rd synchrotron core. Okay. Well, I guess we are going to be making a lot of fuel in our colonies, where the game thinks we are, wants us to. Okay. Don't see anything on radar. And since that little blip on our neutrino detector didn't actually move as we moved, it means it's probably just a blip, which I think is kind of annoying. It's unreliable already. I don't think it needs to be more unreliable. Are you still following me? Hello? You're just looking for me, okay? You want trouble. And there's a gate down here. These gates are sometimes treasure troves of dead ships, and sometimes you can find some really interesting stuff. Other times, they're utterly empty. So we're going to find out which kind this is. Ooh, I spy, yes. This is a graveyard. Oh boy. Cool. I don't see much here that I care a whole lot about, but we can always take a peek. Gotta turn this off, it's actually easier. So we could get a new pirate manticore. It's pretty badly damaged, so we're gonna skip you. Sorry, pal. What else we have? A kite. Wouldn't even take you anyway. Not sure I'm not just clicking take all, but you know. A derelict ship of at least cruiser size in the Ether star system. I wonder where that is. If it's near here, I might actually go for it. Where is the Ether star system? I know how to find out. We can go here. Oh my goodness, no. Nope. I mean, we'll get there eventually, just we're not going to make a beeline for that. Take you guys. The Venture, if it's in good shape... Oh, we got another officer. It is in... It's not in bad shape, but I'm not sure that it's worth a story point. I'm just going to do that. Sorry, buddy. Okay. Well, that's that for this area. I think I'm just going to Trainsworth jump out because we are pretty far away. We burn as many supplies getting to the actual exit point as we did doing that. And tell me you're just a blip. Okay, you are. Good. Well, you're not. Oh, apparently you are floating by rather fast. What are you doing here? Yeah. Well, you're in very rough shape. Weird. Goodbye. It has joined my fleet. Totally. So let's go to... We're not going there. We are going to... Here, Gamma Aegea. We might, assuming we're not dead after this, we might run through a couple of these just to see what all is here. On our way back. We are going to save. Now, in the last 2 episodes ago, what would have been last episode, ended up not being because of a snafu with a lack of backups on my part. We would have been through a similar story mission to this one, and that is that when we complete our objective, we are likely to be beset by a mercenary patrol or a mercenary fleet looking to keep everything that we're doing hush-hush and to stop us from our task. So, especially in these story missions, it is a great idea to save outside of these, so that if you do manage to mess up, or you do mess up and you get stuck in combat with them and you die, you can just at least reload. Like these guys right here are probably here to stop us. We're going to go find out, but I don't think they're a big fleet. No, you just want salvage? That's fine. So we need to find something here. I suspect we have something up here. Here we go. We have a probe. What have we got here? Probe. Your fleet approaches the probe. It is not transmitting on an active transponder ID, but when your comms officer performs a direct transponder ping, the return identifies the probe as property of the Galatia Academy. This is followed by a block of legal language threatening fines and alluding to unspecified dangers inherent in tampering with said property. You suspect that these mere words, a ghost of an EM pulse sent across cold vacuum, would dissuade few of the outer system's scavengers you've crossed paths with. Let's investigate. A salvage crew is dispatched under your operations chief's watchful eye. Using codes provided by Provost Baird, the team opens the probe to install a short-range relay, which allows your technicians full reign of the probe's data environment. Tech reports feed active. The probe's hull is sealed with a few quick bursts of a plasma torch. Your ops chief recalls the salvage crew. Get a sit rep. You meet your tech officer in a briefing room where they've already unfolded a portable workstation and connected a holoprojector to present findings. The probe consists of a cluster of redundant computer cores grouped into a small network. A cloud of connected glyphs rotates slowly in the middle of the space. Navigation and station holding thrusters, power supply and thermostability, rad sensors and civ-grade field emitters. Your tech officer sets half the icons aside and upscales the remaining, revealing sub-icons identifying particular research project packages. Yellow warning glyphs denote packages that do not follow the Galatia Academy specs you've on file. What's interesting is this one, your tech officer says, bringing an unknown package into focus. There's a modified hyperdrive core in there, the kind of small starship might use. With a few key presses and a wave, the component icon explodes out into something like a glowing circuit diagram embedded in the shadow of the probe schematics. It's like a hyperwave comms relay on combat stims. A tone of admiration comes out. Beautiful work. No idea how they stabilize pulse strength on such cheap hardware. You make it clear that, however fascinating, you're more interested in where it is directing its signals. The tech blinks rapidly, as if this was hardly a consideration. It's not precisely a question of where when we're speaking of hyperspace. You give a withering look, which prompts what your underlings refer to behind your back as an executive summary. What I mean to say is we'll need to interface with a couple more probes like this to be able to pinpoint the transmission target with hyperspectral... that is, we need to find 2 more probes. Then we'll know, sir. 1 down, 2 to go. So we have probably a couple more... see if we can ping any out here. Nope. And we probably need to keep going in... maybe this direction? I don't know. I am seeing some more blips here, but they're not very reliable. I think we've been had. Let's get a little closer back to where we were. There's the one problem with this version of the mission, is that you do kind of end up a little bit wandering the place for quite a while sometimes. Here we go. Is this one? Tell me it's not. Oh, it is. Wow, okay. Can we get in there? Yeah, okay. I'll pause and let you read that. So we need one more. And I think we are looking at probably down here. Hey, there we go. It's funny, this is the first time I haven't found them all in like a row. Uh-oh. Your fleet approaches the probe. It is not transmitting on active transponder ID, and when your comms officer performs to a direct transponder ping, there is no return. A scan reveals unusually low mass according to the probe's specs. You order a salvage crew to deploy and investigate. Carefully. The salvers operate a maintenance drone to make cuts in the hull at a standard access point. After the flash of plasma goes dark, the drone swivels its spotlights to reveal... nothing. The probe hull is empty, aside from dangling rough-cut ends of conduits. Someone has completely cleaned out the internal harbor chassis. It wasn't long ago, your sensors officer reports. Radar sweep for debris spread from intrusion incident shows minimal spread. Whoever did this, they're probably still in system. In system. With the probe hardware you need. Let's go and find them now. They're probably heading up toward the exit. Or not. Oh, here they are. Oh, it's the same fleet from before. Hey guys. I would like to speak with you. Boop. Hello. The scavenger captain flickers into your comm display. Greetings. Pardon my presumption, but I hope all is well. It's a long way back to the core worlds, my friend, and we must look after one another. Did you find a probe belonging to the Galatia Academy? I see. The scavenger looks aside to avoid your gaze. One finds all sorts of things out here, and I can't really say if we did or not. I'd have to have my assessor check the logs. He shrugs with one shoulder. Might take a while. I have all the time in the world. Very well, Captain. We have to do some minor repairs anyway. I'll be sure to forward your concern to my assessor, who I assure you is doing their utmost to find your missing property. The scavenger switches the comm feed to a generic holding signal. You order your navigator to maintain position relative to the scavenger fleet and to keep an eye out for any funny business. It doesn't take long. Your comms officer interrupts your reverie with a shout. Captain, something in the scavenger flagship cargo hold just emitted a short-range comms pulse. Seen this before. Profile if it's a path or op, maybe pirates. A breath later, the comms hold signal switches to the distraught face of the scavenger captain. You didn't tell us it was trapped, he shouts in panic. You should have said something. You should have... No, we need to get out of here. I'm ejecting the damn thing. Tell them I don't want to have it. Tell them I don't have it. The comm snaps off. Your tactical officer reports that the scavenger fleet is powering up engines, and there's an opened cargo pod left drifting. A quick scan reveals that the contents match the inner workings of a not quite standard Galatia Academy scientific probe. Okay. Well, they are going to leave. That's fine. We're going to grab this probe. However, that does mean... Here we go. A salvage team quickly secures the target in your hold for your technology team to investigate. The schematics of the third probe float before you in the briefing room. Our tinkerer has been at work, your tech officer explains, highlighting ghostly specks of a highly modified miniature hyperdrive core. Here we see much of the same setup as previous examples, but they've made a few improvements. The tangles of inscrutably annotated component icons are highlighted, here and here. A bizarre collection of parts from a variety of sources. Some are even officially restricted Miltech. Conclusions? The tech notices your demeanor. This is good. Very good. We got a much more accurate read for the meta array, which, frantic tapping at a tripod. It looks like an orbit somewhere in the Scylla system. Whoever's running these things, that's where the receiver is. Alright. And what does this look like? Your tech officer thinks. It wouldn't be anywhere near as large as a normal comm array. There's some very clever miniaturization here. Fragile, yes, but it works if stealth is the goal. Our engineer appears to use scavenged parts. Wild variety of sources. Maybe pirate? But more sophisticated by far. It'd also show as a neutrino source, like any starship drive or civilian reactor. The hyperwave effects would be, well, it couldn't be placed somewhere populated, that's for sure. So this hyperwave comm relay would tight beam to the final receiver, presumably. If we found the relay, we would know where to find whoever is at the other end of this thing. Stable orbit, neutrino source, uninhabited, the Scylla system. You return to the bridge and order your officers to stations. We're going to leave. We're going to save here, just in case, because there is likely to be an inbound Pather fleet. Really? That's all you got? I mean, you can. Hi, guys. I'll take it. Let's see. The comms crackle to life, and the Pather captain stands defiant before you. The desecrators return. You are a slave to Moloch, an addict to the knowledge denied you. Your return here to tend your evil workings, and you dare. The Pather shouts in a frenzy now. You dare to knock at the door of the Creator. Who are you, Galatian? She does not wait for a reply. In the light of the dying fires of your starships, only there will we seek peace. Let's talk about this. The time for talk ended with Lud's life. Show now your hollow faith, Molochian. The comm shut off in a flurry of electronic warfare alerts. Okay. Well, this is not going to go well for you guys. I think we will just bring our officered ships. Plus you. I like my wingman. And we are going to have you... Actually, no. Yeah, we're going to go in. Like this. And you just go up here. Let's roll, boys. Hello. Really? My goodness. Complete waste of your drone there, buddy. I want you engaged quite heavily. We're actually going to disengage, and we are going to zip over to this side of the battlefield to help with this situation. If we can. Oh, leave him alone. Farewell. Come on. Night-night. Oh, you are good. Yeah, you are playing the game really well, aren't you? I can't quite get close enough. There we go. There we go. That's more like it. Give me your face. There we are. Alright. Oh my. Wow, that... Kudos to you, Captain. You... That was some great work there. My goodness. Oh, hey! The shepherd spin. Cool. Well, we lost no ships. We're going to let you go. I don't really want any of their ships. We did not have any athletic path brawlers. Not bad. Okay. I'm going to get some more salvage. Alrighty. Let's be off. We are good here. I think what I want to do is we're going to stop by a couple systems on the way home. Let's stop by Mingdadi and Gualichu, Morga, maybe a couple of these, maybe not all of them, but I want to hit maybe just these 5. We'll pop in. If there's anything like immediately obvious, we'll check it out. If not, we'll move on. We have a planet here. We have a ship up here. Anybody on board? No. Okay. Well, let's pop into this jump point. Hello, Mingdadi. Mingdadi. Alright, do a ping. Nothing here so far, and no ruins there. We're out of here. I'll zip up here. Hello. Another easy one to explore, I hope. Hey, we got some hits here. Ooh, a Valkyrie. I don't really need one. Broadwave signal, that's not great. We have somebody coming in then. We will try to get these before they get here and then get out if we can. Got a mule. And some ruins on this planet. Got some organs, not too shabby. And we are over capacity, so we drop that stuff and we go. And I think... yeah, there's our pirate fleet coming in there. We're just going to book it around the star. They're going to E-burn after us. And then we'll just zip out of the same jump point we entered from. Bye, guys. And then, yeah, we'll hit these 3 real quick. And then we will head back to the core worlds. Oh, here we go. Neat looking systems here. What have we got? So not a great not a great system for colonization. We'll get our sensor burst. Interesting. I don't know if you can hear it, but when you sit in that magnetic field, it kind of crackles. And I'm going to guess there's nothing else. Ooh, there's a battle going on here. My goodness. Don't mind if I pick the bones. Hello? No. Dram, Tarsus, Hermes, Dram. Nah, we're good. We'll still take more fuel, though. Off to the second system. The yellow star. Merkheim. Oh, wow. Another inactive gate. So here we go, Tundra and Arid Worlds. So this would be a neat place to colonize, except that it's very far out here. So we're not going to worry about colonizing here, but it is interesting to take a look at. do a survey. Scattered ruins. And where else? There's a Tundra World here. Could be fun. And I did see that whatever we pinged out here pinged us back. At least something did. Or I thought it did. That could have been our ping coming back at us, I'm not sure. More debris. Anything else here? No. So let's take a quick run up to this Tundra World area. A quick sweep for any potential debris around the planets. Here we are. Nothing here, okay. I'm going to grab this nav buoy to get us a little more speed here. Just claim it and bring it online for 5 heavy machinery. Yes, and now we are that much faster. Let's go check out the ring at the gate, and let's see if there are any ships around. Hello. What is this? More debris fields. In the middle of nowhere, too. Oh my goodness. You're in rough shape. But you don't cost a whole lot. We'll take you. Oops. Forgot to salvage the rest of them. Come on, back we go. Don't mind if I do. Come grab whatever's in here. Got some survey data. Not too shabby. And then off to the ring gate. I'm not seeing any pings. Oh, here we go. Just some debris. Okay. Nothing too special, most likely. A good number of supplies, though, to keep us moving along here. And let's get out of here. Okay, and I think maybe our last one, maybe not. I don't know, we'll see. Pop in here. I really... Ooh. Quick save right here. And see what the heck is going on. Who's fighting? Okay, so they're probably good guys. And the rest of these I can leave. Cool. Nothing I really need here. There's something around one of these planets. Ooh, a mining station. We have ruins on this planet. Ooh. Another manticore. Let me take a look at our fleet here. We have a very destroyer-heavy fleet. And we don't have manticore, though. You know what? Sure, we'll take you. I do want to kind of at least explore most ships that we can potentially get in the game. So we'll take the manticore. And the mining station. Don't mind if I do. And more ruins here, too. Interesting. Mostly junk, but okay. Okay, I think... Yeah, we're going to leave most of you, unfortunately. Oh well. We will, however, take a look at you. You might be expensive. Nope, you're 5 supplies. And we got food. Not what I'm looking for. Not a bad little haul, to be honest. Let's go and take a quick peek at this other planet, and then we will buzz out of here. There's a big old ring system on this star. Some kind of accretion disk. Oh my. Okay, that's going to require a little more investigation, I think. Oh, you're coming after me, are you? I don't really recommend that, but you can if you want. Oh, we have a fleet. Not a thing. Okay. What could be out here? Okay, I don't think they're after us, though, so we'll leave them alone. What is buzzing out here? Tell me it isn't a random ship from a fight. It is, most likely. No, it's not. And we'll buzz back this way. And take a look at what is around this star. I don't want to get too close, but we do have plenty of supplies, so that shouldn't be a huge issue. Let's see what we got here. Oh. What do we have here? A weapons cache. These are... Alright, we'll go for it. We're going to turn off our sustained burn. Just going to fly on in. Oh, yeah. Cobra Wing Blueprint. Claw Wing Blueprint. Thunders. Blueprint, at least. A Dagger LPC, a Pelum, and a Gazer. There's something on this side of the star, too. So let's take a look around here. Let's get there before the solar flare does. Our Shrike is in rough shape. We will skip it. And I think that's about it for here. Yes, okay. Let's then be off. And we are going to hightail it back to town. I think we're not going to hit any more of these on the way. We probably should. But I think we'll wait until we get some more missions out here so we can get back on track with our story missions. So anyway, I will see all of you when we are back in the core worlds, and we're going to go talk to... Well, I was going to talk to Ray and Arroyo, but we still have stuff to do here in Asira, so we'll go here. I'll see you all when we are there. Alright everyone, welcome back. As you can see, we are pretty close to Asira, but as you might also notice, we have here a bit of a yellow exclamation point on a fleet nearby that is on an interception trajectory, which isn't great. Now, when you start doing these story quests, you will find that sometimes, if you aren't accosted out in the black when you are doing the mission on site, then when you start bringing information and contents back to the core worlds, you may end up getting intercepted. Now, this fleet is probably a bit too big for us to handle, so I want to avoid it. I really don't want to talk to them even, because they are likely to then posture and not let us escape, and then we have to burn a story point. And I would rather avoid that. So we're going to hop into the map here and take a look at where we want to go here. Let's go to, I guess we're going to Laicaille. We have a yellow exclamation right there. So we are going to pop in. Let's go into the jump point, I guess, and we'll just see if we can get away from this fleet. They're not intercepting very well, are they? Let's pop in here. Sure. See you guys. Now, they might follow, I'm not sure. Okay, they did not follow. So we might be safe when we get here. We might not be. Now, we're hostile with them. Oh, great. Okay, well, we're going to quick save here, and maybe we'll just turn off our transponder. We have a League patrol. We're just going to hope that they don't accost us. Here we go, we have Moon Leuten, the Archon. Now you can generally still do missions that require you to access the common directory, and if you're hostile with the faction, but it does mean you're going to be in more danger as soon as you leave the place. So I'm looking for Scylla Coureuse. Oh, the Archon's eyes flick off to one side, then back to you. I don't think I've heard of her, she says, recovering a placid tone of bureaucratic impatience. You know there's a public common directory for this sort of thing, Captain. I'm looking for Scylla Coureuse. This again. The Archon's eyes flick off to one side, then back to you. Like I told you before, there's a public comm directory. This is outside the purview of my office. Do you know anything about the Galatia incident? Yes, actually. Recent events in the Galatia system, right? Dangerous what the Academy got up to, and while they deserve reprimand, the hegemony reacted with typical overreach. The Persean League filed a complaint in the Interfactional Dispute Council. Did you hear? We don't expect much to come of it, but someone has to say something, right? Why do you ask? Do you think something like that could happen here? Of course not. She says curtly, I'm kept informed of all major industrial and research projects in this system. And the pirates, the last word spoken with a tone of some annoyance. They aren't capable of anything truly catastrophic. Unless another warlord shows up, but that's why we pay our share to the Persean League Armamentarium. That's a word and a half. The Archon sits up straighter. So I assure you, Captain, you have nothing to worry about while doing business on Laicaille Habitat. What if Coureuse is on this station right now? She's looking nervous. I don't know what you're talking about, Captain. Without some kind of evidence of... look, I have another appointment. Good day, Captain. The Archon hits a button and dumps you back to a holding pattern, bearing the spinning crest of Laicaille Habitat's Executive Council. The Archon is hiding something, but you won't get it out of her without some kind of compelling evidence. So we are going to probably have to go in dark. Okay, we're going to have to actually leave here. And probably zip off into one of these rings here. And then go dark. See if we can... we're being tracked again already. That was fast. Let's see if we can buzz back up here again. These guys shouldn't keep us from docking, just that the patrols can. There we go. So now we can at least see the black market. We can also trade freely with the black market, which is not too shabby. Not much to buy, though, today. We will sell this information. We will not sell... Let's see. I think we've already sold you the blueprint packages, so you can have them again. Why not? There you go, guys. Have fun with those. And nothing really to buy here. A brawler that's in not awful shape. You know what? We're going to buy the brawler, because I do want to stock up on unique ships. So there we go. And let's hop into the dockside bar. We're gonna, let's see. I'm gonna stop let you read this because there is some interesting chatter about strange transmissions. We're gonna ask the techs about those transmissions. The station technicians in grungy Laicaille Habitat jumpsuits respond well to your offer to buy them around and listen to their troubles. You mentioned having had comms disruption in an ion storm once and ask what sort of trouble they're having. It's strange, says the big one. There's no real pattern to it. Every few shifts it just goes zap. Lots of noise gumming up some of the orbital beacons. Boss man makes us go out and check the beacon, and it's nothing. A lot of fooling around for no reason, I say. Not no ion storm either, we'd know that, says the smaller partner. Ain't no natural, was it? What do you think it is? Ghosty, says the big one, eyes wide. The smaller one sighs and mumbles under their breath, Lord's sake. The big one looks annoyed. No, let me tell it. I told you I wouldn't run your ear about it anymore, but the captain here asked nicely. Please, go on. It's all them people that died in Groombridge when the reactor went critical, the big one says. No, not when critical. It was made critical, because it was murder. They got no peace, see, because it wasn't a clean death, and there's no justice. So they're calling out for someone to help. That's what it is, a signal from Groombridge. The small one speaks up quietly. Can't know that. How do you know the interference is coming from Groombridge? Directional receiver. The big one looks proud. Yeah, but, the small one interjects, I gotta remind you to reset the alignment origin on that thing half the time when we're checking out beacons. The noise could be from anywhere. Could be anything. Some pulsar or something. I thought you said it wasn't a natural source. Well, no, the small one sputters. I'm just saying as an example. Anyway, they check their datapad. We gotta get back on shift. Bottoms up. The techs finish their drinks, give you their regards, and head out. You don't find their mixture of work and intemperance particularly reassuring, but maybe there is something weird going on at Groombridge Habitat. If someone really is sending secret encrypted signals. And then we can also ask around about Scylla Coureuse. You ask around about the missing academician, buying moderately priced drinks to lubricate the flow of information. This is a spacer bar, and though spacers try to look out for one another, you're finding little in the way of leads, mostly shrugs and apologies. I'm sorry you're having trouble finding your friend, says an off-shift dock worker in a utilitarian backsuit liner. I shall pray for your reunion. Wait, are you some kind of pather? The dock worker's expression shuts down instantly. I am not a pather, sir. I do follow the teachings of the Church of Galactic Redemption, and I thank you not to make bigoted assumptions. We are not all fanatics and terrorists. They stand, leaving an untouched drink. Blessings of blood be upon all souls, both large and small, they say, and stomp away. Okay. And they just want us to deploy something to our employer. No thanks. Okay, so we have one piece of evidence. We can go and annoy the Archon again. Oh no, we don't. We have to go and get it first. Right. So, let's go visit Groombridge. Transponder on, just want to annoy everybody. Blee! They don't like us, that's for sure. Alright. Here we are, an old habitat. Okay. I'm going to pause and let you read this, because I think this is kind of a long one, as I recall. And you can go ahead and read this one, too. And then this guy. And continue. And there we go. We're going to follow the path of the beam. We just need one more piece of corroborating evidence. Okay. So let's see here. We're going to go back to Laicaille. Or just go in, engines hot. Transmitter hot. We're going to talk to the Archon. Looking for Scylla. Okay, I guess we don't have the evidence yet. Okay. I think now we probably should go check out... See, there's the gate. Let's go visit the pirates. Let's go do some investigation. Maybe there's a pirate that has some information that might know what's going on. A dead volcanic world, that's fine. We'll leave that alone. Hello, Captain Starworks. Let's see. Ask around. You ask around about the missing academician, buying drinks. Okay, we have that already before. A shady character at the bar wearing an expensive but worn-looking coat accepts your drink. They think you're the sector's dumbest undercover cop, you know. But I know you're not. Takes a long sip. A cop, that is. I saw your fleet come in, ran some queries. It's my business, you know. And what business is that, Mr. Glowing Galloway? Knowing things. Selling that knowledge. Then I've come to the right person. He smiles slyly. Indeed you have. Problem is, I've sold that knowledge and my customer might take issue if I were to distribute it without respect for our, understanding of the exclusive utility of that knowledge. My customer is very important around here, if you catch my meaning. Now, if you were to approach that customer directly to work something out, you might come away with something useful. Thanks for the tip. Enjoy your drink. So we have a medium potential contact here. I'm not super stoked about mediums, but we can go talk to someone, say, important, like a boss. I'm looking for Scylla Coureuse. She looks you over, licks her lips, and thinks the question over for a moment. Might know someone by the name, might not. Why should I tell you? If Chemi Copeland. Let's talk about credits. The pirate boss leans forward. You have my attention, good captain. If you come up with, let's say, 33,000 reasons why I should help you out, it might be that I'd be so inclined. Sure, that's chump change. You've got away with words, you know that? Chemi Copeland says with a conspiratorial smile, flashing gold teeth. Very persuasive. I may have heard something from someone. It's my business, right, knowing who is making the moves in the Azira system, and to who? She leans close to the comms pickup and speaks quietly. Word is the Persian League started asking a lot of questions about someone named Coureuse, and that was because the hegemony started asking around first. And then just about all at once, the League snitches all stopped asking about Coureuse. That tells me, Corazar, it looks like someone found who they were looking for. It also tells me they're not a real experienced operation. Leave it to the League, right? Appointing offices by influence more than ability. I'd never abide by that. Anyway, shortly after that, a unit of top pay-grade League agents, fresh from Kazaran, set up shop on Laicaille Habitat. Now, being a curious individual and a friend of the friendless, I was on the lookout for a League crackdown on our legitimate business operations. But it didn't come. Just the same old, same old. So what are those spies doing on Laicaille, I asked myself. I paid a real professional surveillance contractor, and they got me a list of names, rented properties, and schedule of activities. Looks like we got some fancy safe house set up. The pirate boss taps the data pad and your comms ping to alert you to an incoming file. You bought yourself a copy of the data, my friend. I do like to keep informed. She leans back, putting on a casual act. Me? I just ask questions. Maybe 20 questions. Maybe you're looking for answers. Maybe you'll find one. Maybe it'll teach those League goons a bit of humility. The pirate smiles broadly at this thought. Just don't forget who helped you along, right? Okay. We have 2 pieces of evidence. Let's go talk to the Archon. Not before we buy some junk. Junk, like fuel and supplies. Definitely just junk. Ooh, and this sells for quite a bit, so we know it. Black market, of course. And anywhere that could buy this? Here's fine. We can buy more crew here pretty cheap. We could use a few. There we go. Alright, let's go and, before we leave, take a quick stroll. Window shopping. A pristine Tempest. Random. Let's go visit the Archon at Laicaille again. Oop, clunk. And in we go. Do you really want to mess with me, guys? No, you don't. Okay. Hello, Archon. I know Coureuse is on this station, and I can prove it. The Archon freezes up, stammering, of course I... Now is the time to drive it home. What inconvenient truth will you reveal to the Archon? The hypercomms relay. As you upload sensor readings and scans recorded by rad-hardened drones, you explain to Archon Leuten what they show. That you discovered a secret hypercommunication relay in the derelict Groombridge habitat, and it's been sending periodic transmissions to a repeater close to Laicaille Habitat. Someone has been talking without using official channels. The Archon goes pale. I was told that it'd all be above board. If they're keeping secrets from me, there's no telling what they could be doing. You nod. The Archon shakes her head. How could this happen? They said there'd be no wild experiments. And we're going to tell the Archon that we know about the League's intel operation here. You explain to Archon Leuton that you have full documentation of the org chart, budget, and watch schedule of a League fleet intel operation on Laicaille. There's even a line item for a safe house, and it all aligns suspiciously close to the cessation of a fleet intel search for Scylla Coureuse. You forward the documents you received to drive the point home that you got everything on this sloppy operation by throwing a few credits around in system. You hint at what a Pather cell could do with this information. The Persean League doesn't seem to be taking Laicaille Habitat's security very seriously. The Archon clenches her jaw and says under her breath, "They assured me there'd be no problems. They promised." "Let me see Coureuse. You don't know the Persean League anything." "I'm under strict orders to keep intelligence matters of the Persean League policy secrets." Archon Leuton sounds defeated. "Orders from Kazaron? I can see who really runs Laicaille." "It's not like that at all," the Archon sputters. "Laicaille is free and proud. Small, yes, but strategically important, and not tied up to the nepotistic gens politics of Kazaron." Her face starts turning red. "They don't understand. Out here we have to work for a living. We face risks those fools can't imagine. What kind of deal is this League if they won't wipe out that pack of pirates holed up in Captain that we've been hounding us for cycles? And the fleet taxes!" Archon Leuton closes her eyes and takes several deep breaths, then meets your gaze with a new determination. "You know what? You're right." "I am?" The Archon's voice steadies with a cold rage that's been building for many cycles, it seems. "It's time to show them who Laicaille belongs to, and it's not a bunch of Kazaron gens babies tracking dirt onto our fine station. Captain, take a shuttle. Meet me at the executive docking ring. Let's go see the Scylla Coureuse." The Archon doesn't await your reply before she pounds the comms disconnect. You're left staring at the spinning crest of Laicaille Habitat's Executive Council. Let's go meet the Archon. You step off your shuttle to meet the grim-faced Archon Leuton and her entourage. You are introduced to the other 6 members of the Laicaille Executive Council. The Archon assures you of their full support, though a surreptitious eye roll by one of the council members in the back suggests that the Archon's enthusiasm is not shared by all. Archon Leuton speaks a quiet word into her comm band, and a small squad of diversely equipped Laicaille militia appears. "Captain, let's go see that safe house," she says, and turns to lead your party toward a station transport shaft. The safe house is a low-rent commercial warehouse in a medium security volume of the station ring. The thin bulkheads leave you just within earshot of the thudding bass of the Twilight Entertainment Concourse a couple sections over. As a score of officials and station militia approach the entrance to the safe house, a standard cargo lock, a trio of lounging League agents leap to their feet. You can watch what happens. The station Archon strides forward, and channeling the resentment you stoked, harangues the League agents for endangering the station, stomping on the rights of League citizenry, and above all, gross incompetence. The young Kazaronian agent in command wipes a drop of sweat from their forehead. "Archon, we've got this. League security demands—" "No, you don't got this. This operation is riddled with leaks." The Archon glances briefly at you. "And your meltdown of an operation is a direct threat to our security. Laicaille Habitat is exerting its sovereign rights in this manner as of now, with the full support of the Executive Council." The League agent lowers their wavering pistol, and at that, the flanking agents lose the strength of their composure. The Archon takes the agent's pistol, checks the safety, then shoves the agent away, leading to the airlock. The control panel gives way to executive override codes, and the Archon motions for you to pass through the armored doorway. A woman stands before you, holding a datapad, looking quizzically at the newcomers. You look around at the dark space, taking in the shadowy equipment racks, humming machines, and cargo crates. A small zero-G-style hab pod in the corner must be her domestic space. "Scylla Coureuse, I presume?" "Yes, that's me," she says cautiously. "And Archon Leuton? This is unexpected. To what do I owe the honor?" The Archon nods toward you. "Captain Coureuse, who has a way of poking around in other people's business. Now it's your turn." "I have a message for you." Archon Leuton eyes you, a nonverbal inquiry about whether she is intruding, and concludes that she is. "I'll let you two speak privately." Citizen Coureuse, I'm informing you that you are now under the direct protection of the Laicaille Executive Council. We shall ensure your safety on this station and, she casts a glance back at the League agents, ensure your right to freedom of movement as per the Persian League Charter. As if just remembering its existence, the Archon slips the agent's pistol back into her belt, nods, and steps toward the ongoing shouting match back in the airlock. Bayard wants him back, doesn't she? Coureuse crosses her arms. Give her your message on the datapad. You pass the datapad to Coureuse, and she takes it to a chair set at a workstation a few meters away, activating a privacy field that dulls the sound and blurs her image. Look around. You turn to examine the workshop. Racks of sub-AI processing cores sleep in coolant cradles, festooned with wires. An A-grab-equipped overhead, which holds a machine casing and safety locks above a macro assembler with its modular components exposed. The workbench nearby holds several multipurpose engineering arms hovering over some device, its innards arranged like an exploded engineering diagram. A few minutes later, the privacy field collapses and Coureuse emerges. She looks tired. She hands the datapad back to you and says, "I'll come with you." Great, let's go. Okay, but I need... Coureuse looks over her workbenches, computing array and projects in various states of completion. My, things. You inform her that you have a special team that is well practiced in moving delicate scientific equipment. In fact, you'll introduce her to your ops chief to make arrangements right now. Within the hour, with the full cooperation of the Laicaille Council and the station quartermaster, you have Scylla Coureuse and her equipment packed and transported to your fleet. Next stop, Galatia Academy Station. Bayard always gets her way. Okay. Well, that has been a lot of reading, and I need a glass of water right about now. My goodness. Well, I think we're going to pack it up here. We're going to call the episode. And I think next episode, we're going to start by... We will go to Galatia. We'll do it on the way here, which we'll start going now. We just won't get there till later. And then we will turn in this bit of story quest, and then we'll go visit Rayan Arroyo and see what he wants from us. And that is where we will leave off for now. And we will continue the story of the Galatia Academy. Anyway, everyone, I hope you enjoyed this very story-heavy episode and some exploration. Let me know what you think in the comments, and as always, my name has been Coureuse. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.